Chaos, Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am back to share a layout with you guys. So, I'll be the first to admit my room is a wreck. I know that I decluttered in October, but my room is a mess. And I am hosting my first online crop tomorrow on Saturday, December 28th. And I plan on having a Zoom running. So I was like, okay, I have to clean up my room because I don't want these people to see how messy it is and judge me with all my piles and stacks everywhere. Because I'm a very messy crafter. And while I have been cleaning up today, I found all kinds of little goodies that inspired me. So I decided I would create a layout for you guys. So I found this. First off, I found this, and it's cut from pink glitter cardstock. I know it's probably hard to see the glitter, but it is glitter cardstock. And I had cut out my poinsettias from my flowers that I made for one of the swaps. And this is the negatives of it that I just loaded into my Cricut for it to cut. So, I really like this and I wanted to use it, and I thought, how could I use it? And then I thought, you know what? The milk and cookies cuts would go really good with it. So, I have my milk and cookies that I did for the 12 days of Christmas embellishments. And I have my photos. I printed them out, and they are of, you guessed it, milk and cookies. This is our milk and cookies we left for Santa. And so I have those that I printed. And then I pulled out some stuff Elizabeth gave me from the swap. So this is some of the printables that she fussy cut for me. And also, this was the bag topper that came on the swap, that she swapped with me. And, I am going to use it on a page. So, you can see it was folded in half. And so, I'm just opening it up and going to use it like that. But and I also have this that I ended up cutting apart, but this is like the new Tim Holtz Forest Floor or something like that, I think, stamp. But, I wanted to make a shaker page out of this to show through the cutouts. So, I have a page protector, and I am going to create that, and I'm going to sew it on my sewing machine, so I will have to pause and come back. But before I did that, I did want to take some of this gold, it's called butterscotch, paste of a sort that Kimberly gave me. Thank you, Kimberly. I am really enjoying using it. And I'm just going to put some of it on some of these. I'm not going to do all of them. And I'm just going to use this little disposable Q-tip thing. You can buy these on Amazon in a pack. I think they maybe are for makeup or something. They're like plastic glittery things. But you get like 500 or 1,000 or something for like, it was $5 or $6. I've had these for a long time. And I like using them so I can just toss them, throw them away whenever I'm done. It makes it a lot easier. So, I think I'm just going to go and do this so that I can move this, and I'll just kind of color in. It would probably be easier if I used a bigger a paintbrush or something. It would go a lot faster. But it's okay. And this stuff does dry pretty quick. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know who made it. She sent me a couple jars, but it doesn't have a brand or anything on it, so I'm not sure. let's see. Okay, well, let's see if I can put it on a different one. This is why I kind of wanted to mark it up so that I'm only doing certain flowers and not all of them. So let's see if I can do it without getting it on the paper. Okay, so I think that is all I want to do on this one, and then I will show you guys what I plan on doing. So I have this. I'm going to put a T on this one for the top, and I'm going to flip this one over and do the exact same thing. I'm just going to put a T so I know that's the top, so I know which flower goes where. And then my plan is I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. Okay, so I cut it down just a smidge, as you can see. I don't know if it really matters. This is going to have to dry for a minute. But then I'm going to put it down in my page protector. And I cut this a little bit smaller so that this can be a little bit smaller. Because I am going to attach and sew this one on the top of this after I put it in to get my sequin mix in it. But I want to be able to cut this down so that I can still fit the whole thing inside of a page protector. Now, if you, whenever you sew these, if you go ahead and add something in the back, then it's perfectly fine. You can just add it into your album as is. You could even put more sequin mix in the back if you wanted to, just to make it pretty. You could add another page down in there before you sew it. Lots of options, but I'm going to actually cut this one completely down so that I can fit the whole thing down into another page protector. So I am going to give this a minute to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and sew it on my sewing machine, and then I will be back. Alright, so I'm back, and like I said, I ended up sewing this with my sewing machine all the way around to reinforce it. As you can see, here's the page protector. Whenever that was done, I just went around and trimmed all the plastic off the edges. And I added my shaker mix in. And I actually used one of the shaker mixes from a recent swap. I think this one came from Melinda. It's so pretty. And that's what I used in my page. Isn't it pretty? Okay. I love it. So, let's finish decking this thing out. Alright. So, I have my photos here. And I think I am going to add double stick tape to them. Just for the simple fact that I am going to be trying to put them down on some plastic. And I want them to stay on. So this is better than using glue. Alright. So let's see here. I think I want to put this one before I press them down. Let me audition them. Yeah, I think that's how I want them. Maybe actually down a little more, just so that it's not covering up all the openings. Okay, I want to press it down. So all of those will stay. How cute! I love it. Okay. I know, I'm a little bit obsessed right now. Okay, so then I have Miss Elizabeth's piece that she made. And we are going to be covering up quite a bit of the background, but we're still going to get that shaker see-through. And I think it's worth a little bit of extra work to do that. And you could totally just use I did use double stick tape to put the pink one, the cardstock, onto the page protector. And you could totally just use double stick tape to close it up versus sewing if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't sew or whatever. You could just use double stick tape to hold your page protector together, and that would work just fine. You could do all three sides, which that's what I did. I sewed all three sides first, and then I added my shaker filler in, and then I sewed it shut. So I'm not the best sewer, and my machine messed up twice. I had to fix it. So but it's done. It's done now. So alright, so I think I'm going to use probably double stick tape for most of the things that I'm putting down, just because I am using unlevel areas and things. So, okay, yeah, that's sticking. This one I'm going to use double stick tape to pop it, foam tape, not double stick. Y'all know what I mean, right? Just so that it pops it up a little bit. Since this one is my title. Actually, I think I want to move this one over. And I thought it fitting to put Santa on there, just because, you know, we were leaving cookies and milk for Santa. And I have teenagers, if you watch me. But we still do it every year. And we will forever do it. As long as I am able, we will put out cookies and milk on Christmas Eve. Just because. It's just a tradition. So, and we usually end up putting out some cookies that me and Brooke spends the day baking. Whether it be the day before or a few days before. We usually do it within a week of Christmas. So, okay. I'm going to hold this down for a minute to make it stay. And then I'm going to work on adding my cookies on here. And some of them I'm going to pop up and some of them I'm not. Just to give it a little bit of dimension across the page. So I'm going to hold this down for a second because I'm gluing to all that other stuff. Could totally use tacky glue also. I've even used hot glue on my layouts. That's probably not a popular one. A lot of people don't like using hot glue because of, I don't know, I guess it's not acid free, but I've used it on a lot of my pages, especially if I run out of glue or something like that. I've used it in a pinch and everything's still good. I've been scrapbooking for 28 years and it's not faded out or anything else, so I'm fine with it. But you do you, whatever you prefer and what works good for you. I think I've finally grown my fingerprints back a little bit because I used hot glue for so long making the paper flowers and all that stuff. Like, I had so many burns from always using hot glue. I don't think I had fingerprints. And I don't really use it as much anymore as I used to. Let's see, do I want to tuck one in up here? I think I do. Okay, I'm going to put this one. And I've just been adding a little bit of glue to my foam tape just to make sure it holds good and stays. Let's see. Maybe even one there. And I'm just going to put glue since I'm gluing it to cardstock. And then I have these pieces. This one says Santa is coming to town, and I thought that was very fitting. I thought I would put it right there. So I am going to put a piece of foam tape. This is turning out so cute, y'all. This, if you've been watching, this is my favorite. Y'all know this is my favorite embellishment I did for the 12 Days of Christmas embellishments. The milk and cookies was my favorite one. So, and I feel like Elizabeth's piece just brings it all together even more. So, thank you again, Elizabeth. I love it, love it, love it. I plan on tearing apart all those pockets that she made and probably using those in my albums also. So I want to put this up here just to have the rule of thirds so that you have the triangle going on to kind of draw your eye. And then I wanted to add in some greenery because as much as I love the pink, it's a lot of pink, y'all. A lot of pink. So I think I'm going to just glue this on and put a little extra glue so that it can catch on the cardstock and stay down. And then I'm going to add some greenery up here, and I'm going to add some down here so we have, like I said, the rule of thirds are going. I think I'll do it like that. And that is going to be the layout. Is that not so cute? Like, I absolutely love it. And I might go back and add a little bit of glue under a few of these spots for my photos to make sure they're down really good. But is that not the cutest? And it has the shaker element. And it really didn't make it that thick. So it's still a pretty flat layout, as you can tell. So this should slide right into a page protector into my album with no problems. So come over and check us out on the Facebook group. Especially if you're seeing this on Friday or on Saturday. Saturday tomorrow is going to be our crop, January 28th. It is free. It is online. We can hang out and chat. I'm going to have challenges. I have games. And you have until Sunday at midnight Eastern Standard Time to submit all your entries. You don't have to get on Zoom to play along. Also, my big giveaway. I feel like a broken record saying this every time, but I'm having a lot of new subscribers, so you may have only just found this video. I'm having a big Christmas giveaway, and there is a video for that on Christmas Day that was done, but you have to comment on all the videos all month long. There is a playlist, which I will link below, and you can leave a comment on all of those to be entered. I will be checking. And there's also lots of other opportunities to win throughout the whole month if you go and check out the embellishment videos. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I am so blessed to have you guys. And I'm excited about this crop. Woohoo, and we get to hang out. So, until tomorrow, bye y'all.